Hey everyone, Wyduck welcoming you to Game 4 of a Best of 5 series from the Kaspersky Arena September 2013 edition. And this time on Akilon Waste. We've got spawning in the bottom right as the Blue Terran, representing Team Empire. We've got Happy. And Happy's gonna have to put it into another gear. He's lost the last 2 games in this series, and one more will mean he will not advance to the next round, but his opponent will. Spawning in the top left as the Red Zerg, representing Team Liquid, we've got the Little One. And as I just mentioned, the Little One was able to win the last 2 games quite convincingly. It just looked like the Little One was able to power himself economically in both games, and then Happy went for an encounter, and unfortunately for Happy, none of the encounters really worked out in his favor, and it spelled quick doom for Happy in the last game. The previous game was a lot longer, it was over 30 minutes, but still Happy wasn't able to win in that macro-oriented game. So all the momentum is on this side of the map for Mr. TLO. Happy's gonna have to find something special here, and it looks like, there we go, we got 2 SCVs out on the map, so it looks like we're going to be seeing a double barracks proxy rush. Good old proxy rushes, and I like the positioning as it is behind these bushes. So if drones come and scout here, they won't actually see it. It will be blocked by these tall thistly bushes, whatever they are. They're very 2D, but it's still not that bad. Is that 3D or 2D? They look kind of flat. Anyways, they will be able to block that vision. So Happy says, I can't win in a macro-oriented game lately. I'm going to mix it up. And Akilon Waste is a pretty good map to do this on, especially for Reapers. Because Reapers, there's a large area in the natural to jump up into the main. And you can jump into the natural from the lower ground here. So if he was going Reapers, it's quite effective, but we are just going to be seeing Marines as there are no refineries up for Happy yet. Now, this Overlord hasn't spotted anything. Let's take a look at TLO's vision. Yes, to confirm, he hasn't seen the barracks. He doesn't know what is coming. So if Happy can micro well here, he should have this game in the bag. As TLO opened up with a hatchery on the low ground first. And it looks like, there we go, this is going to confirm it. We see the bunkers slap down at the natural, and then the Overlord is going to run away. Now, we do have Zerglings out immediately, as well as a Spine Crawler. And we've got so many SCVs pulled from Happy. Now, this is interesting. Generally, I don't see so many SCVs pulled from the line. Generally, you might see 2 or 3, but 5 is a little bit much. Actually, we got 6 here, because this is going to hurt Happy's resource intake. And if these Zerglings can get by, it might spell the end of our Terran player as well. Now, with that bunker in position, that hatchery is basically as good as dead. The hatcheries the Zerglings are going to try and escape. 1 is picked off, and 2 more Marines are going to try and reinforce this position. But remember, now with the Zerglings out of that base, Happy needs to block off this main area. Otherwise, all his SCVs are going to fall to Zerglings. And even with the Queen out, this is going to be a tough position for TLO to hold. Now, we do have this Spine Crawler in the main, so the bunkers do not outrage the Spine Crawler. We've also got all the SCVs cutting into that hatchery to provide some extra DPS. But the Zerglings are able to pick off a few Marines, trying to reinforce the main base, and now Happy's going to have a lot of problems, as these 3 Zerglings have finally made their way to the main base. Now, if I was Happy, I might pull some Marines back just to deal with these very annoying Zerglings. Because these Zerglings do regenerate over time, and if TLO micros well, he can just constantly attack once or twice and then regenerate and run away. SCVs do not regenerate. And it looks like one of the Zerglings is actually picked off immediately, so not great control by TLO. Now, Happy is running behind this extractor, as the Baneling Nest is forming behind this. And I think once this Baneling Nest forms, it might be a big problem for our Terran player. Now, Happy has great positioning, able to use the other SCVs and Marines as a wall to prevent the Zerglings from coming in. But now, with that range, the Marines are trying to focus down on this spawning pool. The Zergling speed is almost completed, but I don't think these 4 Marines are going to be able to finish the task. They are getting picked apart by all these Zergling claws, and the last Marine is going to bite the dust. That's a lot of blood, and a lot of corpses. And now, if you take a look at resources lost, it's still in favor of our Terran player, but you have to remember, based on the army size, I don't think... Initially, I thought Happy was going to be really behind, but actually, yeah, he is. Based on supply, he's quite a bit behind. And remember, with that Baneling's Nest finished now, is he going to be able to hold from the next incoming attack? And remember, he doesn't have barracks in his main yet, so these two Zerglings are just running around basically without fear of being destroyed. One is finally picked off, and finally the second one does go as well, but by the time these barracks land and actually start producing a big group of Marines or Marauders, are there going to be just too many Zerglings and Banelings? That's what we're going to have to see. And if you take a look at the supply, this does not bode well for our Terran player. Happy is very behind. I don't know why these two Marines were caught on no man's land. They're just picked apart. Now they're just entrails on the road for vultures to chew at. And like I said, if you take a look at this composition, we've got lots of Zerglings. We've got 24. We've got 9 Banelings on the way as well. This bunker's not even full of Marines yet. We've got a second bunker behind it. We've got another barracks. So this is a really tight and compact Terran building formation, but we've got 9 Banelings. And that's a lot of Banelings, and I don't know if that is going to be able to hold. We actually got 11 Banelings here, and we've got 2 more, 3 more on the way. I think TLO will be able to bust through, and if he is, this is going to spell the end of Happy. And TLO is just constructing more and more Banelings. Happy's trying to get these Marines out, but if you take a look at his minerals are very low. He doesn't have that many SCVs. And he's actually stopped constructing Marines. He's building a Hellion, but no Marines. The bunkers aren't even full. This is a little bit interesting. I'm not sure why Happy's not building any units from his 3 barracks. I guess he only built them to try and clog up this incoming Zergling Baneling attack. But like I said, we've got so many Banelings here. We've got 19 currently, now 20. There we go, the magic 2-0 number. Banelings are waddling in here. The first bunker goes down. The second one is under heavy attack, and there it will go down as well. And there's still a bunch of Zerglings and Banelings left, and I think this is going to spell the game and the series. The end of Happy is approaching, and maybe the beginning of Sad. I don't know if that would be a great StarCraft professional name. Sad. I don't think there's any player like that, but Happy is trying to retreat with all his SCVs to where I'm not sure. There's still one Lone Hellion. Happy is going to tap out. So TLO is able to claim victory in Game 4 and the series, so he'll move on to the next round. A great set of games by both players, but TLO was just a little bit better. Just more precise, able to know what his opponent was going for. And it was really fun seeing all those Banelings morph out here, just waiting to roll in. And once they came in, there was no mistake about it. Happy could not hold. So great games by both players, and I hope to see you guys next time.